interview over a sociocultural study that is taking place here in Manhattan. It's here to talk about how social class correlates with physical activity and health. What is your name?
I'm Corey Anderson.
And how old are you?
I'm 37 years old.
Where are you from?
I'm from Louisville, Kentucky.
What made you move here?
Well, my wife's mom, her health is not well right now, so we decided to move down here, and it's also much safer.
Where are you living at now here in Manhattan?
We are living in the Gardens of Hills housing.
Are you married, or what is your marital status?
I'm married to my wife, Jennifer.
Where are you guys both working at?
I currently work for Bluebell Nursery, and I also deliver for Pizza Shuttle, and my wife works at the doors at Wildcat Landing.
How do you guys get around Manhattan to your jobs and to other places?
We have one car that we both share. I drive to Bluebell Nursery, and after that shift ends and we have to go to Pizza Shuttle and Dara's, I drive her there, and then our shifts end at the same time, so then we drive home.
What kind of education have you gotten?
I have my high school diploma, and that is currently it.
Overall, what would you say your health is, and do you have any family history of diseases or anything?
Right now, I've been diagnosed with hypertension, and my mom, she also had high blood pressure and heart problems, so it's kind of a family thing.
On a daily schedule or on a weekly schedule, what kind of physical activity do you get in, or do you do?
I get physical activity from working for Bluebell Nursery. I do a lot of landscaping and like mowing yards and playing soccer. And I also get a little bit from delivering pizzas, even though it's not much, but it's still something. And then on the weekends, we want to talk about that. So this is the basketball court out at City Park. This is where I like to come out on the weekends with my friends and shoot some hoops, ball a little bit. Also, I like to take my wife out here with our dog, and we like to take walks. And there's a lot of fields out here where we play catch also.
Some social structure factors include availability of free versus paid physical activity, the walkability of neighborhoods, availability of community activities, availability of healthcare, presence of family members, age of residence, high physical activity neighborhoods, level of education, lack of crime, and work hours. Corey participates in lots of leisure and occupational physical activity. It costs Corey about $1 a day to use the ATA transportation to get to his physical activity, as well as $20 per week when he uses the car. It also costs Corey and his wife about $2 to participate in physical activity. This includes travel and the equipment like footballs. Corey and his wife's income was about $48,000 per year. This is about the national median of income. Half of all American households live at this level or below it. Corey is part of the working class. The average life expectancy for the working class is about 73.4 years, making that 2 years shorter than the middle class, which is 75.3 years. This is also 6 years less than the upper class that is expected to live an average of 79.3 years. Corey and his wife currently live in the Gardens of Flint Hills housing. This is low-income housing that they are qualified for. For Corey and his wife to leave their home, they usually have to have some kind of transportation. This is not a very walkable area, so they usually take their car or the ATA bus. Leaving their home, we notice that this is not a very physically active neighborhood. The sidewalks are very walkable, but there isn't much light to the area, as well as many other people out and about in this area. While showing the town of Manhattan from Corey's house, we noticed there was not very many businesses as well as restaurants near this area. There was a lot more campus housing than neighborhoods as well. As we approached Aggieville, which would be the center of Manhattan, we noticed there was a lot more area for things like physical activities such as walking and jogging along these sidewalks that were well lit, as well as crosswalks that promoted physical activity. As we approached into Aggieville, we also noticed there were places like restaurants, salons. From here, we also noticed there were more residents located in this area. This would be a great place for Corey and his wife to the park where they could then participate in sports or group workouts as well. From here, we went towards the main street of Manhattan just to see if there's any differences in just the environment and just the social factors that would influence their daily living of transportation, resources, and physical activity. In this area, we noticed about the same thing as we've been experiencing before, is that there is lots of walkability, minimal areas for physical activity, as well as resources such as grocery stores, gas stations, other places that Corey would be using to shop and participate in physical activity in his daily life. As we approached downtown Manhattan, we noticed lots of businesses such as clothing stores, tattoo parlors, restaurants, salons, as well as up ahead would be the mall or shopping center of Manhattan. From here, we haven't really noticed much diversity or difference in environment as far as social factors go within Manhattan city limits. We approached the opposite side of town from where Corey lived and really saw about the same thing with the businesses and as well as some gas stations on this side. When comparing the areas as far as upper class, middle class, working class, and lower class in these areas, there isn't much diversity as far as living goes. I believe that by Corey and his wife moving here to Manhattan, Kansas, they will be living a more physically active and balanced, healthy life